An attorney for convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell recently made an admission that the Trump Department of Justice had made a secret deal with his client. This was during an appearance Monday on CNN NewsNight, where our attorney Arthur Aidala told host Abby Phillip and her panel that it's pretty common knowledge that defendants like his client who cooperate with the government typically, do so in order to get something in return. Well, yes, this is true. Okay, but now, so before I get to that, he does not know the details because he was not in the room when they were able to negotiate her transfer to a lower security prison. This was after her meeting with Trump's Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, which Blanche also happened to be one of Donald Trump's former attorneys. Now, it is safe to say, though, that as a result of this, Maxwell told Blanche something that Blanche wanted to hear, and in return was able to get moved to a cushier prison. So first, I want to get to that video, and then we'll dive into the details.
Yeah, when anybody who's represented by a lawyer who knows what they're doing goes in and meets with the government, there's always a quid pro quo. You don't just take your client in and say, let me talk to you about something. They wanted information from, hypothetically, anytime the government wants an information from a citizen, the citizen says, well, I have a right to remain silent. If you want me to give up that right, I need something in return. Usually it's a plea bargain. Usually your charges are going to be lowered and your exposure. Why are you laughing? I've done that for 35 years.
You just admitted to a quid pro quo with the
But that's how the whole system works.
Would
the whole system works on a quid pro quo.
Or after the interview?
Would this have happened before or after the interview? Would they have said to her, we're going to do this interview, and in exchange for it, you're going to go to this other prison?
The truth is, Abigail, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I don't know the answer to that question. I don't have knowledge of when that decision was made. But usually for me, because I did not walk Ghislaine into that particular proceeding, but before I go in and meet a prosecutor with my client, I say, fine, she'll come in and tell you Van also was involved. But before she points the finger at Van, I want some assurance from you that she's going to get a benefit.
For the record, there's...
Now, yes, he's right. That is, of course, how the system works, right? So the question, of course, becomes, what did Ghislaine Maxwell give to Todd Blanche in order for her to get her deal? I mean, I'm sure we can all kind of work that out. I mean, look, okay, so let's start out here with the fact that Ghislaine Maxwell is not an honest person. I mean, she was, after all, convicted and sentenced to 20 years in prison for helping Jeffrey Epstein lure in, manipulate, and groom teen girls for sex. Okay, so that's what she did. So in order to do something like that, you need to be a bad person. Okay, there's no bones about it. She's a bad person. No conscience whatsoever. And in order to do so, you have to have the skills to be an incredible liar and manipulator. So we know that. And by the way, the Biden Justice Department, which prosecuted her, okay, why didn't Biden help the victims? The Biden administration literally launched a case against Ghislaine Maxwell, tried her, and found her guilty. Oops. Did you guys forget about that? You guys forget about that? But anyway, the Biden Justice Department, in their 2022 sentencing memo, had concluded that Maxwell, as a witness, was both unreliable and unremorseful, and wrote that she apparently decides when she wishes to disclose facts to the court, and those facts will shift when it serves the defendant's interest. If anything stands out from the defendant's sentencing submission, it is her complete failure to address her offense conduct and her utter lack of remorse. Now, that same sentencing memo also noted that Maxwell had participated in the sexual abuse of these minors. So she has absolutely zero credibility. She will lie to get what she wants. Ultimately, she wants her freedom, obviously. However, barring that, if she can, tell a little lie in order to get a more, more favorable, more comfortable position, well, then she's gonna do it. Those lies, by the way, may have included what she told Blanche in never having witnessed Donald Trump do anything inappropriate or in any inappropriate setting in any way. She also had denied remembering that Trump had submitted a letter for Epstein's 50th birthday book, which was just released. Now, she said she recalled seeing some portions of the book, but said that there was nothing from President Trump. Tell me, does that look like nothing? Because that looks like something. That looks like Donald Trump's signature. And before you claim, it's not Donald Trump's signature. Oops. That does look like Donald Trump's signature. But she said, he said, nothing from Donald Trump. Nothing from Donald Trump at all. No. Look, she lied to Todd Blanche. I think she told him exactly what he wanted to hear and what Donald Trump wanted her to say, which is to say that Trump had nothing to do with Epstein's crimes. And of course, after she says that, she gets rewarded. Her new prison is a dorm-style facility which features a study, game room, as well as arts and craft classes. So what this is your basic club-fed setup. Normally, that would not be accessible to someone like Ghislaine Maxwell, who is a convicted sex offender. They do not get sent to Club Fed. But, I mean, since she talked to Blanche and told him exactly what he was looking for, what he wanted to hear, they ended up waiving existing policies enforced by the Federal Bureau of Prisons in order to get her into this very fancy, very nice, still technically a prison, but into this Club Fed. I think it's very obvious here what's going on. Okay? I think it's very, very, very obvious. Everything about this, about the Epstein stuff, stinks of a massive cover-up. And you don't cover up something like this unless there's more to it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.